Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another celebrity reading. This time it's on Britney Spears. And if you haven't seen my last reading I did on her, which was a while ago, I'll put a link to it up here. Maybe I should make a playlist of all my Britney readings. But there's some drama. So Kevin Federline is coming out with a book, a tell-all book. And in it is a lot of excerpts. Well, it's coming out soon, so all the excerpts are on the internet. And it's basically an attack on Britney. There's a lot of things kind of questioning her ability to be a parent and things of that nature, allegedly. And I just saw that there is an excerpt where I think it's Kevin's wife, shows or talks about text messages or messages sent from Jamie Lynn, where Jamie Lynn basically calls Britney selfish and that she didn't want a parent, allegedly. It's going to be very hard not to get angry at this reading, but I'm going to do my best. So I'm going to take a look at what's going on. Is Kevin telling the truth? Was Jamie Lynn telling the truth? And is the family attacking her? And how bad is the book going to be? So remember, these readings all are different numbers only, and let's get started. Remember, if you like these, hit that join button down below to join the YouTube members. I actually just did like 3 or 4 additional Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, his ex-girlfriend, the drama with that videos. I did one on Joe Alwyn, all that other stuff. There's pick card story times. You can win a reading from me. Lots of stuff on angels, demons, heaven, hell, stuff like that. Join button down below. All right. So let's just look at Kevin Federline. Is he lying? What's going to happen next? And how does he feel about Britney? Let's pull an extra. And we shocked that there are money cards? Okay. Okay, so Kevin Federline's a 2 of Swords reverse. He's pissed off that he's separated from Britney. Makes sense, right? The child support ended when the kids aged out. He's obviously been separated from Britney as much as possible. That makes sense, right? The 2 of Swords. He's mad that he's no longer, in the midst of everything and having control. Makes sense. The 9 of Wands is a walking on eggshells. So that's the card that I pulled for, is he lying? Let me pull clarification. It's gaslighting. I mean, I don't know how else to say this. All alleged for entertainment purposes only. The 8 of Cups is about walking away from something or someone. Again, another instance of walking away, but it's emotions. The 2 of Wands is about friction and fighting, and the Tower card is like rebuilding from destruction or avoiding catastrophic events or trying to avoid them or having a catastrophic event and then rebuilding it. To me, this translates to fighting, rebuilding, distancing. So when we have that next to the 9 of Wands, which is like walking on eggshells and someone who's afraid, it definitely feels like to me that there was levels of gaslighting here. Like, I create a disaster, you react poorly to that disaster, I blame you for that disaster. That's what this is. Now, granted, he does feel like he walks on eggshells around Britney. However, I'm not convinced that he's not aware of how much he contributed and contributes to that. So do I think that he's like a little fearful of Britney because he feels like she's unpredictable? Yes. However, he's not stupid. He knows that he contributed to the many years of gaslighting to get her in that. And when he says that he wants her to be better, I have a hard time believing that. The 2 of Wands in the Tower sabotages any chance to get better, especially with that 8 of Cups. In his perfect world, she would be out of the picture and he would just have the kids and that's it. Like, that's what this is. That's literally what this is. You can say I'm reading it a different way if you want, but that's what this is. I'll even pull clarification again. There it is, the Queen of Swords, the Death card next to the Queen of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. So outspoken, strong woman, a death to that. So I want that out of here. And then the 5 of Pentacles, I want to have power over someone, like I said before. And that's also like a job or a new job. So yeah, like I said before, he wanted to have power over everything and remove her. Yes. Now, in terms of what's going to happen next, we are looking at the Eight of Pentacles reverse, a lack of effort and reward. So I don't think it's going to be that successful. I'd be shocked if the book was super successful, but I don't think their attempts are going to really be working. I mean, I know we've seen a lot of things that look like bot comments because they like from her team or from his team in camp and, you know, her family that's toxic, allegedly. I just don't think it's going to be effective. The Eight of Pentacles says no one cares. He could produce a result. He could produce a receipt that says something horrible about Britney and makes her look terrible. Da, 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 da. People still wouldn't care. They're tired of it. They're tired of it. So now how he feels about Britney is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I've been ousted from my comfort. No shit, you've been ousted from. There it is. The Ten of Cups reversed, the King of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. The Ten of Cups is family, and it's reversed. Oh. Her family is pissed off at the reaction that the audience had from Britney's book. Her family is all pissed, all of them. All the members of the family are pissed from the reaction they had at her book, from her book. So they've been on a campaign, a PR campaign to spin the narrative. I think, unfortunately, them reconciling with her was for the optics of it, because I see an underhanded, the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords, underhanded, selfish knife in the back. So for me, especially the Ten of Cups reverse, which is family, it seems like they were trying to, it's tit for tat is how they feel, where they're like, okay, well, we're going to speak our truth, but we're all good, right? They're really mad that the public does not like them. And they can't figure out how to fix that. That goes for Kevin, it goes for her dad, her mom, and her sister. They genuinely all are mad that we don't like them. Here's the thing, you guys, that you're not understanding. Even if you were right about Britney, we still would not like you. You need to get that through your heads. There is a reason why that Wendy Williams meme went viral. We will never like you. It's not going to happen. Yes, your careers are probably affected. That sucks. You should have thought about that. I don't know what else to tell you. You should have thought about that. The general public will never be on your side. It's not happening. You could try as much as you want. It will never happen. Okay, Five of Wands reversed, High Priestess, and Page. Yep. This is them feeling like, well, Britney, you won't give us any money. You won't give us anything here. And when you speak, you actively hurt our careers. This is probably Jamie Lynn mostly, because the Page of Pentacles is about I need to feed my kids, especially the High Priestess. No one trusts me. No one wants to hear from me. I can't do anything. The Five of Wands, everyone avoids me like the plague. That's not fair. That's totally Jamie Lynn feeling well, it's not fair. You said this and now my career is damaged. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do? Me, I. And it's sad because I told you guys in previous readings that I genuinely believe, allegedly for YouTubers only, that the dad pit the two of them against each other. Or maybe both parents, who the hell knows? But either way, the kids were pitted against each other. And Jamie Lynn is just fucking stuck and doesn't realize this. Or maybe she doesn't care anymore and she just has so much resentment towards her sister that she acts this way. But that's what that is. And I'm sorry. I'm being honest. The Ten of Swords is a betrayal. And the world is upright with the Page of Swords. I want my lick back. That's what that means. I want my lick back. Kevin Federline is a pawn in this entire thing. I do not think that Kevin Federline is that passionate about this. Kevin Federline to me gives me, oh, I can make some money from a book. Yeah, whatever. I'll put whatever in the book. What do you guys want me to put in the book? Just tell me what to put in the book. I'll put it in the book. Kevin Federline is a fucking puppet. From her family, Four of Wands reversed. Also, there's some issue with a house. There's an issue with the house that Britney had or owned or sold or something. Three of Wands, Six of Wands. Did she buy or sell a house for the family that she gave to one of the family or something like that? There's an issue with the house. Three of Wands and Six of Wands. Oh, okay. I see what this is too. So they're also going to try, I think her family, there's a full-blown scheme against Britney right now. You guys get ready. There is a full-blown attack on Britney coming from every aspect. Check articles. They're going to be coming up. It seems to me that they're going to try and say that Britney every time she travels or goes out of the country, or every time she does anything, they're going to try to say it's for nefarious reasons. They already tried the angle of like she's wasting all her money, and we were like, girl, bye. If she wanted to, she could. But the Seven of Wands is upright, which is about having to prove yourself. The Queen of Cups is reversed, the Ten of Pentacles is reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles. To me, this has to do with like short-term stints that are consistent. So to me, that means like all the traveling she's doing, all the vacations and stuff she's taking. When you look at stuff like that, that's them trying to say she's doing it for nefarious reasons, or she's, doing things like that. Like they keep saying things like, one of the extras in the book really seems to be trying to damage her ability to parent, and saying that she doesn't care about the parents and stuff like, or being a parent, or give a fuck about the kids. And there was an excerpt allegedly from Jamie Lynn that alludes to things like that. And the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hangman, to me, how do I word this? Yes, they want to make money from saying and doing things about Britney. I get it. But they feel like they're trying to paint Britney as erratic. Right? Like, think of it like, and maybe Britney is manic, but think of it like as someone who's in a manic episode doing crazy things, right? Fine. Okay. But when the Three of Pentacles is reversed and the Hangman is reversed, they're going to try to, and this is ironic, they're going to try to damage her legacy in terms of her work. There's some sort of, I don't know if they're going to talk about when she was making music or something like that, or make an accusation against music that either she didn't make and she really did. Some sort of discrediting of her career, her talents. That's going to happen soon. And I also feel like they're trying to say that she's like, she doesn't want to work and she retired because she can't, because there's issues and she keeps traveling to avoid things and she's doing nefarious things, and that's why. And there's an attack on her career coming soon. And let me tell you here that when I tell you this is going to fucking backfire, it's going to backfire, because Britney's response to most of this shit is, of course I didn't have enough time to do everything I wanted to do. I was busy making you all fucking rich. Ace of Pentacles. That was my Three of Pentacles job. Hangman. Things had to be sacrificed because one of us had to make money, and I was the workhorse for the family. And guess what? When they start trying to discredit Britney's career, it's going to light a fucking fire under her ass to prove to her family that she is capable, and she was that girl, and she still is that girl. So there is a fire that's going to be lit under her ass. It's just ironic because like the fans couldn't do that. We wanted more, we wanted more, we wanted more. She was like, no, I'm retired. But her family is going to be the spark that lights the rebellious flame inside of her to be creative again. Because it's very much like trying to discredit her career, what she did on her own, the things that she did, her talents, and she's going to ass blast them with a bout of creativity. So it's going to light a fire under her ass. You're going to start to see her want to create again. It might take a while, but I do see this. But yeah, the family is going to try and discredit her talents and her skill set. That's their last resort. It's not going to work. They're just fucking mad that nobody wants to work with them. That's really what it is, and that they can't make any money or do anything anymore. That's what this is. They're mad and they're resentful, and they're like, Britney, you need to give us a bone. Like, that's not fair. You want to know what's not fair? Not having agency of your person for, 15 years? Being denied access to your children, being gaslit. That's what's not fair. You know what's not fair? Jamie Lynn? All of those cats that were allegedly, I don't know, missing or hurt or injured or whatever it was. Remember when she posted that fucking thing about her Tesla being too quiet? I don't know if that was a troll. I'm assuming it was a real post. It was a troll, whatever. Allegedly, she made a post a while ago about her Tesla being too quiet, and she's like, this isn't fair because I keep running over or knocking into, or I don't hear the sleeping stray cats or some shit like that. And everyone's like, are you running over cats? I don't know. Allegedly. I don't know if that's true, but I specifically remember some sort of post like that, so I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. I might be wrong there. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this shit just pisses me the fuck off. So, I don't know. Literally, I would not wish this family on anyone. I'm over it. Join the 2 members if you like that. Until next time, bye, guys. It's just crazy to me that we're like, this is never gonna end. You know how many years of being a Britney stan we've dealt with this bitch? The fuck?